To the Tasman Sea here at Westport and Victoria Square, just off the main street. For $6 you can come in and watch Buller play Wairarapa Bush, and I reckon that is value for money. Good on you kids, you just keep coming in and you keep cheering. Here's Baz.
Stevens puts it in, held in the back there by Ecclestaff. Straight out there to Lash. Lash, oh, long bullet-like pass out there to Tailua. Tailua, he goes through one, goes through another, gives it up there. Now to Ravuta. Ravuta crosses over the 10-metre mark. Who's he got outside? He's got Brownlee there. Goes round the winger there. 22-metre mark. Manages to hand it up there to Tau. Tau lays it back. 10 metres out. Up there to Lash. Lash puts a little pop kick over the top. Races through again. And Lash has done it again. He has put in the pop kick, James Lash, behind the Wairarapa Bush defence. Scored under the post. They came up very, very quickly. And looking there on the wet and forget replay, Buller moved it very quickly to the left to come to Lash. Looking up, he saw a bit of space in behind the pop kick over the top of Priest. He ran through, gathered it up, and has scored right underneath the post, and has brought Buller right back into the game. He goes to the 5-metre mark of Wairarapa Bush territory, 8 metres in from our broadcast touch.
Oh, here we go. Buller taking a quick one. It's a try.
Well, Tui Drever, somehow he got the ball. Everybody was getting organised 8 metres out. Tui Drever took the kick and has scored to the left of the goal post in that wet and forget replay.
Well, Josh Tui Drever, he recovered the ball from the sideline and run it all the way to the middle of the field. Wairarapa Bush was still getting themselves ready. I think Buller was still getting themselves ready, and Tui Drever tapped, go, and right to the left of the uprights.
Out to Priest. Priest tries to fire it back inside there after the try scorer Alepi, and down he goes right on the 22-metre mark. Back out there to Priest. Priest this time with the high kick back towards the Buller goal line. Who's waiting for it back there? Lash can see it. Oh, he gets bowled out of the way, and it could be a try. It is. He got a try there to Robbie Anderson, and that was a massive kick there by Tim Priest.
He put snow on that one, Townie, and that's saying a lot on a day like today. He put that very high, and James Lash looked like he had it covered, but he got the tackle of Anderson at the same time as the ball. The ball spilt forward, and Anderson, like you say, was able to dive on the ball, and now this will tie the game up at 14-all after about 25 minutes. And here they go again. Wairarapa Bush take a quick one. Robbie Bonish off the back of the line.
He's stolen. He's been in the play. Come on, give someone else a go, son. You're going well. And away, who's away now? It's Jeff Lepper. Up the middle of the pad. He's looking for someone to pass to. He's not going to give it to Anthony Ellis, is he? Yes, he is. Ellis gives it back in there to Stevens. Who's Stevens got over 22? Ellis has got it. He gives it up there to Lepper. Lepper steps one. He's about 5 metres out there. He's got Brownlee on his shoulder saying, give it to me. Brownlee has to go in. Stevens gets it.
Numbers.
Numbers. Buller got it. Mackay's got it. Long pass out there. Going to bounce up to Tau, is he? Tau going for the corner, and Mo Tau will score in the White Star corner. And wow, Jeff Lepper, you take the bow for that one, son. You made all the play from way back inside your own half. And the wet and forget replay are going to enjoy this one, because bursting up with the ball in hand was Jeff Lepper, and who was raging up but the big 128 kg prop forward there in Anthony Ellis. They came back to the left, and finally the bounce pass bounced up into Tau's hands, and that has put Buller back in front by 22 points to 14.
The numbers they hit out to this left-hand side, Buller, if they didn't score, there's something wrong. 15 in from touch, and here goes Lash, and that looks beautiful.
I like it. Do you like it?
That's perfect.
We'll put down 2 more for James Lash, and that will be half-time, will it? Yes, it will be. So we go to half-time with Electra Services Buller 24 leading Wairarapa Bush 14, and the first half's anything to watch. The second half's going to be a beauty. Here is Nakora Yu. And Wairarapa Bush have got it. It's turning, but Katai gets it up there to Priest. Priest runs through, try. Oh, hands it back to James Lash. Lash over the 22, over the 10-metre mark, over the halfway mark, over the 10-metre mark. He steps inside the fullback. He steps around the other way of him. He comes back and gets him. Priest runs back, and Lash has scored.
Jimmy Lash.
James Lash. Well, he read that like a Tolkien novel.
Well, Townie. James Lash, he
done it again.
Oh.
Tim Priest turned it back inside him. James Lash shook his hand, said thanks very much, and he went. 85, no, he'll tell us 95 metres. The little man stretched the gadget arm forward and has scored just to the left of the goalpost, and that would have to say would be against the runner plate. Straight again up there to Priest, taking down the tackle of Motow. Still working away here as the the Lockford Gammy gets a high shot. Referee playing him under penalty advantage. The halfback, Kataya, gets it up there to the replacement man on the Faitoti, and he gives it up to the number 8 to Campbell. He's about a metre short of the line. The Pelly going in, trying to rip it free. Again, Priest playing at halfback, out along the back there, and Wairarapa Bush are going to score here, are they? Yes, it is. It may be the replacement, Malatai, and Wairarapa Bush have struck straight back into the game in the 18th minute of play on the wet and forget replay. Wairarapa Bush, they had the ball under control there, and finally as it worked back to the right-hand side, Priest playing at halfback, and Malatai, he scored the try, and that brings it back to 29 points to 19. Their third try of the afternoon. So Wairarapa Bush, 5 metres out.
I think a simple little 8-9-5 here, Townie, just down that blind side.
Being held in the back. Kaita, yes, he does go. He's going to have a go himself, the wee halfback. He's going for the line. Is he over the line? He's held up right on the line. The referee's right in there. He can see it. Lash is trying to get some players around there. He's got the hand out again, and it's a simple crash over there for Parkoti, was it?
Big Matt Kawana, I think the...
No, James Parkoti, I think. We have a look at the wet and forget replay there. Wairarapa Bush, they drove at the Buller line from the scrum. It was the replacement halfback, Inia Kataya, who went on the short side, and James Parkoti come round. He got the ball. He just went straight over for the try, and Parkoti with the try there. He will give Wairarapa Bush 4 tries for the afternoon. Priest comes in now for the kick. There goes the kick, and he has missed the conversion. So the referee, Mr. Hogan, finally blows his whistle on full time today. And Electra Services Buller 29. They have defeated Wairarapa Bush 24 here at Victoria Square. What a battle and a half out there today.
Yeah, it certainly was, Townie. The Bush we had to play, they played well, and they forced us into a lot of errors. We weren't very accurate at times, but a win's a win, and 5 points.
Okay, let's wrap up round 5. Buller continue their winning ways, keeping contention for the Meads Cup, as do Horowhenua Kapiti. Thames Valley continue to win too. Great away win for them. The upset of the round, though, is Mid-Canterbury, 40 over Wanganui 39. Great victory also for South Canterbury, who continue at the top of the table.
So what's that done to the points table? Well, it's compressed it yet again. South Canterbury clear at the top by a couple, but look behind them. Horowhenua Kapiti, Thames Valley, Buller, Mid-Canterbury, Wanganui could throw a blanket over them. West Coast and North Otago complete the lineup for the Meads and the Lahore Cup if it was to be done today. But don't count out Poverty Bay, King Country or Wairarapa. Tell you what, Bill Osborne, some very interesting games next week. Thames Valley, Mid-Canterbury, Wanganui, King Country, North Otago, Poverty Bay, and Wairarapa Bush, Horowhenua Kapiti. All games that could have a great bearing on the final outcome of the Mitre 10 Heartland Championship. The second mouse gets the cheese. Yeah, I guess that's sort of like to finish first you've got to finish. It's something like that, isn't it? Our thanks to all of our sponsors, all of those that you can see on the screen who assist us to get this program to you, but also our deep thanks to everybody at all of the Heartland Championship unions. We get a great reception when we turn up to cover your games, and long may that continue. Thank you very much to all of you from all of us here at Mainfreight Rugby.